Welcome back to do this wonderful shit yet again. Because why wouldn't we? It just makes all the sense in the world that these Green Bay Packers, for their last three, have just disappointed me left and right. But it is only going into week 8. All hope is not lost. We've been in worse positions through 10 games, excuse me. So am I worried? Yes. Am I worried? Also no. What will exactly happen? I don't know. Trade deadline comes up next week. Should be interesting. Probably come back to you guys on Monday, Tuesday, and or Monday, Tuesday. Tuesday's the first. We'll talk about that a little bit more. But there are a couple of trades that we'll talk about today. But on that note, let's do our delayed game reactions. Talking about last week, kind of go over what happened in the last weekend. New Orleans doesn't show up yet again. Andy Dalton plays a average game. Cardinals take over. D-Hop's back. Shocker. Makes a huge difference. Also, Andy Dalton threw 2 pick sixes almost on back-to-back plays. Just a fucking bout. Green Bay loses to Washington. Really? Offense looks awful. Defense looks awful. Washington does not look overpowering. Green Bay did start to come back in the second half a little bit. Did make it a competitive game, although they did lose 23-21. Not really a game worthy of discussing. Washington didn't look particularly great. Green Bay just looked worse. Cleveland and Baltimore. Baltimore holds out and gets the victory from Cleveland, 23-20. And, I mean, it's a divisional game. Divisional games are tough. They're always tough to guess. They're always tough to talk about. I mean, they're always going to be tough. Cleveland and Baltimore, those guys dogfight every time they play. Not really that shocking. The game was as close as it was. But Baltimore did get the W. Tampa Bay, Carolina. What the fuck? Whoo, Carolina beat the dog shit 21-3 out of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tom Brady looked terrible. Entire Bucs offense looked terrible. Entire defense looked okay. PJ Walker fucking dominated. Robbie Anderson's with the Cardinals now. Christian McCaffrey's with the fucking 49ers. Severe rumor has it, unconfirmed sources in Packer circles, is that DJ Moore might be going to Green Bay soon. Unconfirmed. Only got it from one source who's a person I do not know, just an unconfirmed source. But rumor is that they are kind of hashing out details. Otherwise, Green Bay's in on AJ Green, DJ Moore, Elijah Moore, Chase Claypool, Brandon Cooks. You fucking name it on the wide receiver market. Green Bay's apparently in on all of them. Will any of them get traded to Green Bay? One can only hope. Will it change everything? No. But it will help. Can't get worse, can it? I mean, it could. Indianapolis and Tennessee. Tennessee gets the W. Indianapolis looks terrible. Matt Ryan gets benched. Sam Ehlinger is going to start this week. Matt Ryan surprised. At least it didn't happen in the middle of a game. Neither team is inspiring, to be honest. Atlanta, Cincinnati. Cincinnati beats the fuck out of Atlanta. Starting to show a little bit more of the pep in their step that they had last year on their way to heading to the Super Bowl for Cincinnati. Atlanta falls kind of back to earth in this game without Cordell Patterson, their main star. And is this going to lead to a controversy at some point? Maybe Desmond Ridder plays at some point? I don't know. Might be worth it. Mariota's played well. Don't get me wrong. Well, not good. Well. Running teams have been really good. Their running game. Giants and Jacksonville. Giants easily beat Jacksonville. Jacksonville's look listless. Pretty rough over the last couple of weeks. But James Robinson shipped out of town, heading to New York Jets. Travis Etienne feature back for sure now. Giants ship out Kadarius Toney. Yeah, so that shit happened. Kadarius Toney hasn't really played for the Giants at all this year. He's had two catches on 3 targets all season. He goes to the Chiefs. James Robinson goes to the Jets, replacing Breece Hall, who tore his ACL off for the rest of the season. Giants aren't there. They're, one of the best teams in football right now. It's hard to deny that. I said this shit a couple weeks ago. I thought they were frauds. Looking like I'm wrong. Brian Daboll is a fucking coach. Detroit at Dallas. Dallas beat the fuck out of Detroit. Detroit looks terrible. Absolutely terrible. Dallas's defense is tough. Jared Goff looked like Jared Goff of old. Not a good start. Not looking very good. Dallas beat the shit out of them. Jets beat Denver. Pick of the week cashes again. 3-2 overall. Jets beat Denver. Was there really a doubt? Apparently. Because in the casino that I work in, there was a lot of bets on the Broncos, and that kind of shocked me. But I was like, all right, whatever. Made me feel really bad about my pick of the week, and then it hit, and then I was right. So I mean, fuck it, whatever. Houston Vegas is one of the worst games of the day. Las Vegas wins. Houston doesn't even come close to covering. Bad game. Not really worth talking about. Pretty bad. Kansas City at San Francisco. KC wins the game. Kansas City beats San Francisco quite easily, quite handedly. Absolutely puts a whipping, whoop their ass. Whoop their ass. Pretty good. Seattle at the Chargers. Chargers fucking lose. Mike Williams gets hurt. Keenan Allen's already out. They're on a bye week this week. I don't know what's up with the Chargers. They need to get together, though. Pittsburgh at Miami. Pittsburgh gets the late cover. Miami plays well. Beats them. Good to have Tua back on the field. It's always good to have your quarterback back on the field. Especially when it's coming off of an issue like you had. Oh, boy. What have I done? I broke my stuff here. Okay, cool. All right, so it's gonna be a little different right now. You're gonna have to give me a second. I apologize for this shit. Technical difficulties. Shoot. It's fine. Anyway, so the Dolphins get the win, but Pittsburgh covers. Kenny Pickett keeps it somewhat close. Having Pickett and Tua both on the field, good for both of them. They're both out with concussions, and as you know, concussions are a big deal right now. So, yeah, there's that situation. We're gonna go different right here. All right. So anyway, Chicago at New England. What the fuck? Chicago beat the shit out of New England. I figured the complete opposite way. Thought New England would have killed them easily. Nope, no problem at all. And they didn't do anything. Mac Jones gets benched early. Bailey Zappi comes in, throws fucking 2 interceptions after he throws 2 touchdowns. Throws a touchdown or whatever. No idea. No idea what the hell's going on with them. That was a rough showing for them. Overall, I am at 54, 52-1 on my picks for the year. My wife is 56, 50-1. And on my spread picks, I'm 45, 59-3. I went 9-5 over this past week, though. My pick of the week is 3-2 now. And Davis Mills cashed his 1.5 touchdowns. So 1-1 on there. If I would have never picked Kate Otten, I'd have stuck with Brian Robinson. Anytime touchdowns for him, 2-1 or 2-0. But it's okay. It's all right. All right, so a couple of things I haven't covered yet. So we got J.C. Jackson out for the season. Breece Hall tore an ACL. I already talked about that. They traded for James Robinson. I think it's a huge move. I think it's actually going to be a really good move for them overall. Jonathan Hankins from the Raiders to the Cowboys, former second-round pick. Traded. Refs cleared of any wrongdoing in the Evans autograph probe. Apparently, they got Evans' number to give to a golf guy for golf. Just shut the fuck up, dude. Fuck off. Just use your fucking noggin up here. Whatever. Matt Ryan benched. Also hurt. Grade 2 separation of his shoulder. Turned to Sam Ellinger. DK Metcalf does not require surgery. NFL looked into the autograph video, blah, blah, blah. AJ Green's been linked to the Packers. As I said, AJ Green, Brandon Cooks, Chase Claypool, Elijah Moore, DJ Moore, you fucking name it. If his wide receiver is available, it's been linked to Green Bay at some point. Except for Kadarius Toney, who got traded to Kansas City. That was kind of out of nowhere, but whatever. Mike Williams out for 4 weeks. Mac Jones is going to start this week. Eagles get Robert Quinn for a 4th. What the fuck? Howie Roseman fleeces people like fucking no other, and it's always the fucking Bears who get fleeced because they're fucking stupid. Fucking stupid. Anyway, Hackett apparently might be coaching for his job. If he loses to Jacksonville in London, he may get fired. Fucking 8 games in. Not a good look. Lions owner backs Dan Campbell, even though he's got a much worse record than any other coach they have. Mac Jones' interception was it tipped by Skycam. There's a video going around from a guy called Bill's Video or whatever that it appears that Mac Jones' football hits the Skycam wire before it ends up in the opponent's hands. Jakari, what the fuck is it? Brissett, I believe it is. I don't remember the guy who caught the interception for the Bears. But either way, the video is. I mean, it looks kind of damning that it may have that could be the case. That's for sure. Aaron Rodgers called out his teammates. I feel like I have to talk about that because God forbid I don't say anything about Aaron Rodgers, say anything negative about Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers called out his teammates, said if you're not fucking playing well, you need to sit. I mean, number one, Rodgers, that also goes for you. If you're not playing well, I do need you to, maybe you're not making mental errors, but if you're not hitting passes that you probably should hit, I mean, but at the same time, I agree. Sammy Watkins came out and agreed with him as well. Listen, at the end of the day, accountability is a huge thing. It is a big necessity, and that is in every working job world ever. If you got 4 guys working on a project, one fucking guy does everything, you got to hold the other 3 accountable. Tell them, hey, listen, they didn't fucking do anything, so I'm not going to give them any fucking credit. Well, same goes on the football field. I mean, you hold people to accountable. Hey, you're not running the right route. Hey, you're not doing this. Hey, you're not doing that. Study more. Whatever it takes. Whatever you got to do. Get more practice reps. Whatever it takes. Build that rapport. Whatever you need to do to make sure that we're not making those mistakes again. And give Aaron Jones a fucking ball. So, on that note, we've got a big game tonight. We've got Baltimore and Tampa Bay. I am going to go with... Fuck. I'm going to go with Tampa Bay. And Tampa Bay's -1. I'm going to take Tampa Bay -1 at home. The hell am I thinking? Tampa Bay. My wife is going with Baltimore. I'm going to say Tampa Bay -1 at home. Let's see. I had an idea for what I wanted to do for my prop bet for tonight. And it's going to be... What was it going to be? Lamar Jackson. Over rushing yards. No, Lamar Jackson anytime touchdown score. Lamar Jackson anytime TD. Lamar Jackson anytime TD. Plus money, can't beat it. Bucks have a great rushing defense. However, Lamar Jackson is not considered a running back because he's a quarterback and he's a pretty damn good one. And he does tend to run out of non-rushing scenarios, which gives him an advantage and an edge over, a traditional running back. So on that note, I'm going to take Lamar Jackson anytime touchdown scorer for my Thursday night pick. My Sunday picks, my traditional standard pick will be something else. So right now I'm 1-0 on Thursday night for my prop pick. And so can LJ make me 2-0 for the Thursday? I don't know. We'll see. On that note, guys, I'm going to fuck off. We'll come back on Sunday and give you those picks for the rest of the week. Like I said, 9-5 last week. Not a bad week for my spread, so I was pretty excited about that. I got my Don BB hanging up on the wall here because the Packers play the Bills in Buffalo. Former Packer, former Bill. My troll's still upside down, of course, and my Packers hats are all turned around because they got to play better. So on that note, guys, we'll see y'all in a couple days.